So you're walking on. Yeah, it gets dark. It gets slightly darker, as I said. The thistles are growing more on. Then it's slightly. The path seems to narrow up ahead slightly, just so you have to go now one abreast. Even though it seems we was walking in single file, it sort of narrows out slightly, so you have to go through one at a time. But you notice sort of it looks like people have cut through around either side. It looks like probably some goblins have skittered through either side of this narrow bit, sort of through the brush slightly, so it's slightly disturbed either side. So that is. In fact,
land forest.
it's probably so unusual to Theron that I want Theron to roll a perception check for me, please.
Perception, so
there we go,
12,
the 12.
plus perception 4, 16.
Perception.
Yeah, 12, 16.
Okay. You certainly, even before we get to this bit, which is up ahead, it's about probably 30 feet in front of us at this point, as we're walking on, you notice that this doesn't seem right. It doesn't really make sense to you why the path is disturbed to either side through the bushes when it seems to be just perfectly straight and clean. Even though it narrows, it doesn't seem narrow enough that you couldn't get through it, and yet the forest either side is disturbed. So that's going through your head.
Are we supposed to have visuals here?
No, not yet, sorry.
That's right.
Brognac, things don't seem right. It seems off. It shouldn't be like this.
What do you mean, elf?
It's all the path. It's wrong. Things
Wrong.
aren't how it should be.
How?
I don't know. It just seems weird. I'm worried about this path.
I'm gonna turn to Corin and say, Dwarf, what should we do here?
I think our elven friend here seems to know a lot more about the paths in the forest than we do. It would probably be wise if you go check it out. What is wrong, Theron? What do you want to check it out? I mean, it just seems like a path to me. But I don't see all the big fusses about. But if you want to go look at the path, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna go ahead.
Would you like company?
What are you gonna do? You're gonna light the way? I've got torches for that, mate. I'll do it alone.
Yeah, it's not
Who's
particularly dark at this point. But yeah,
I mean, haven't you also got dark vision?
everyone here does except Kathleen. Yes.
Alright, fine. If you want to follow me, you can. I'm not gonna stand next to you like you're my mate.
I will.
Lead the way, wood boy.
Right, I'm gonna go find me some ladybirds.
So hang on a minute, they're going ahead.
Yeah, so if we're
So-
like up here.
Off we go.
Yeah, because I want to make this more visually pleasing for me in the order. I'm just.
You're still
trailing.
missing your
It's like that in the brushes.
Alright, down there then.
When you actually get to the narrow portion of the path, you notice that there is actually a snare trap. You notice, Theron. When you get up there, there is a reason that there was. The goblins had used either side. You see that there's a very sort of hidden in the leaves on the floor. There is a snare trap. There's like a, you know, the ones where basically it's a small rope that wraps around the foot and then he yanks them up into the sky. You know, like Last of Us, or
yeah.
it's like that kind of thing. It's attached to a nearby tree that was
Veteran. Sorry.
that is here. There's a tree, and then there's sort of the snare is that point there. You notice that as you're going past because you're so used to how the forest looks and everything that you instantly notice that there is a man-made trap there, and that is probably why these paths have been used.
Am I the only one that knows this?
At the moment,
Okay. Hey, Sethian,
Do you see anything ahead?
stay still. Stay completely still. Corin,
There's not a spider on me, is there?
Corin, come up here. I think I can see some ore. There's some ore, like like the stuff that you guys mine.
I
Like,
don't trust him, dwarf.
no, honestly,
Some ore. He says, okay, so he goes through the path in the forest, and he comes around and says, where is it? What are you talking about?
shit.
Are you being serious,
I don't see
Baron?
anything.
Ah, never mind.
What do you see?
There's a snare trap on the floor. I was going to get the little freaky guy to,
Corin just looks at you like, okay.
Never mind.
Right.
Guys, there's a snare trap on the floor. Sethian, just set it on fire or something. I don't really care.
And risk burning the forest down, yes. I'll just step around it, thank you.
Yeah, Corin's like, you can just go around here.
Woohoo, going round.
Right, perfect. After that point,
Hey, Brognan.
we what okay, so we get past the trap. That's done. What point now? I'm sorry. I mean, what's the marching order now? Because we've sort of messed it all up. I just want to get it back on.
I'd assume Corin's at the very front,
And then it was me.
then followed by Cameron, then me, then Brognac, and then, strangely, Kathleen is staying... Oh no, there she is.
So now that we're significantly on the path, we're continuing down. It's still getting thicker. It's still getting more ominous. So okay, eventually, we continue to get to a point where it opens up.
I wish I snared him. God damn it.
Why?
We could have shaken him and taken all of his loot and just left him
Ah.
dangling there.
I mean, yeah, our only healer. Yeah, let's just snare him up and.
I mean, he's lying. I mean,
Does
that's
that fit your character?
Huh?
Does that fit your character?
Well, he's chaotic good. He doesn't really give a shit.
He does seem like a dick.
Yeah, but when it all,
Right.
boils down to it, I'm a good guy at heart.
Right.
I would have got him down.
Also, Zephian,
Yes, my friend Orc.
take a kill from me again, and I'll gut you.
I was merely assisting. You seem to have missed your first few swings.
I missed once, and then cut the goblin in half. The second one would have fallen to the same fate.
I would have hated to have seen your reputation ruined by being slaughtered by a goblin.
You don't know a thing about my reputation.
Yeah, well, I've killed one more than you,
I
big
would
guy, don't
be-
you forget it.
Yeah, and where's your second dagger?
As much as I love bantering, perhaps we should press on.
Yeah, Sethian,
Corin
you
says,
set a rabbit
Corin
on fire.
agrees. Okay, so following the goblin's trail as we do, we end up coming across a large cave in the hillside. Probably, we estimate we've walked about 5 miles from at this point. Coming across a large a cave entrance. A shallow stream flows out of the mouth of the cage down sort of south on the map, as you can see. Like that. It flows down and it's screened again by the dense briar thickets, as you can see on either
Should
side.
we see this?
Do you not see this?
No.
I
Yeah.
still see the goblin dead
Have you put
body.
the river over?
There we go. You should see that now, right?
Ah, here we go.
Yep, there we go.
A narrow, dry path on leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream, as you can see. Sort of leads in here, but there is no way on the left hand side of the stream to get in. You'd have to cross it and go over. On the east side of the stream, flowing from the cave mouth, a small area in the thickets has been hollowed out to form a lookout post. Wooden planks flatten out the thistles and provide room for guards to lie hidden and watch the area, including a pair of goblins that you can actually see there right now. Thing is, the goblins are not paying attention. They're chatting amongst each other. At the moment, they have not noticed you because you're actually... We are slightly further away. We come out over here, so they haven't noticed you yet. They're still just chatting amongst each other, but you can hear the goblin.
We've all
Chattering.
heard them.
Yeah, they're not. They don't expect intruders. They are sort of muttering amongst themselves. It's quite difficult to climb through the... You wouldn't be able to climb through. You'd have to go through the sort of northernmost area. But you probably think you could, like, fire through it, perhaps. Except they are in cover because they do have a wooden structure that they're in.
Okay.
But now
I
it is
just-
up to you lot. What do you want to do?
Perception check.
I check for more tracks, yes. Check for more body drag tracks in the area.
Okie doke. Is that just you or are other people checking as well?
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
a
I'll check
perception.
as well.
Let's all check. Bit of fun.
Okie dokes. Roll then for me.
Cameron's 15.
Cameron's 15,
What's your
Perception.
modifier?
Plus 4, 19.
19, perfect. The rest of you roll.
3 minus 1.
Just squinting at the fucking grass.
15 plus 3. 18.
6 plus
Six.
6.
And then... No. Okay, he doesn't make it. So, Kathleen doesn't see anything, neither does Brugnac. Sethian and Theron do notice this. I will use. You see,
Guys,
literally
A giant
right there,
microphone.
there is a absolutely huge orb with a number 1 in it. No.
Fuck! Run!
You notice there is a pit right there that the goblins have camouflaged. It's sort of a 10-foot... No, what is this? 5-foot in radius. It is basically covered over with leaves. It's a pit trap. You can quite obviously see it's a pit trap. Goblins aren't the best manufacturers of traps in the world. It's just basically something Team Rocket would have put together. Except
Oh.
it has, you think it has sharp spikes in the bottom of them.
Then
But
I
wouldn't
whisper to the group.
yeah.
What's a trap? I think I see a trap ahead. By the river.
So now everyone knows that is there.
Okay. Kathleen, how's your shot with that short bow?
Depends on the roll, really, doesn't it? You know?
Depends.
Don't break the wall! Don't break the wall!
Just
Well-
about the pitfall trap. Can we go round it, jump over it, or what?
How deep
Yeah,
is
you
this?
think it's pretty easy to go around it.
Okay.
You can go
Kathleen.
either north or south.
I say we get on top of those trees and we bring the fight to the goblins and we ambush them. 1 arrow, 1 goblin,
One drink.
lights out.
We don't want to alert them now.
What? And we'll storm through the forest or the stream and they'll come chasing after us.
No,
There are
I'm
other
saying
options.
We do it quietly to attract less attention.
You better hit them. I'm going to... I want to sneak. I want to do a stealthy sneaky.
As do
My stealth is +5, so I'm going to
Stealth check?
move...
Okay, so move. You say Kathleen and Theron are going to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
So I move there.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa, hang on a second.
Alright. You tell me
Right,
where to
Carl,
move
then.
first.
You don't think you can actually make it through those briar thickets? Not in any capacity that would. You'd need to like chop it stuff down. You don't think you can get through there. You'd have to.
they're thickets, elf. They're too thick.
Can't I jump on top then? Can't I just
It'd be like
go across the
climbing
top?
a thorn bush. You can't.
Yeah, it's all spiky, thorny. You'd need to like go round. The
Could I shoot an arrow
riverbank and
through
go
it
up.
cleanly?
You
Can try.
can try.
In regards to stealth, how does that work? Can I just
Well,
approach-
I was just trying to figure out where you want to move, and then I'm gonna make you roll a stealth check.
Right.
So you move and you roll if you're detected or not.
Yes,
Kathleen,
but
you
where
go to
does
the front and draw the attention, and I'll take them from behind.
so
so if you
yeah,
go
you want to move to
up there.
there. Where does Kathleen want to move?
I
Far
would
behind
say
stealth. I'm guessing.
Okay, I just want to figure out where everyone wants to go. What are Brugnac and
Well, we also need to roll a stealth, or are we still out?
not if you're
March now.
not heading towards, because Corin realizes he's not very stealthy. He's going to stay back and let the stealthy ones do what they
Where's
want.
it
going, guys?
Look at my
I,
plus 0.
I don't agree with the plan,
Connor's
but
charge.
I'm sitting there just like bile was starting to froth. It just like
if we
Um,
fuck it up, then you can come
Shoot yourself.
charging through.
I will march slightly north to see if I can flank them should the plan go wrong.
So you're still making sure you're out of sight at this point.
I
Yeah.
will join him.
Okay. So move them up there. Right, so you two, I want both of you to roll a stealth check for me.
What?
Kathleen and Theron.
Yeah.
I'm
Stealth
just
plus.
reading my sneak attack. I have to be within 5 foot of it, which is 1 square, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like melee attack.
Okay. Is it back to us again?
Gotta roll
You've
your
got to
stealth
roll
check.
your stealth. Was that?
That was my stealth check. 15 plus 5.
Okay, yeah, they do not know you're there.
They literally think you're a tree.
Uh-oh.
I'm standing there like pseudo wudo, just like.
How did you just literally write plus?
Yeah, so you do roll.
You do normally, and then just do a plus sign, and then your
The
modifier
number.
to stealth.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That is a 12.
12. Oh, it's 5 plus the 7. That's not good.
No, they don't spot you either, luckily.
Just about.
They are too busy chatting and not paying attention whatsoever. They're lurking, but they're not really expecting intruders. So no combat's gone, so you can still do what you want for now.
So, can
But-
I now move into one and perform my sneak attack? How does that work?
If you can get close enough to them, you'll have to do another stealth check to move further close to them, but yeah.
Okay. So, if I have to move in 5, does that mean I have to be, like, here?
Yes, ideally. Although, actually, I'm going to say you need to... Although it won't really matter, you'll need to move, like, here. Because this is still the thickets. This is... You're trying to climb up onto their tower.
Okay, yeah, fine.
So, roll another check for me.
Ho ho ho.
Still stealth?
Yep, you're fine. You managed to make it, like, right up to the tower.
In which case, can I perform my stealth
Yep,
attack? or
you're
is it-
basically
Draw
right
away.
behind him.
I'll wait for...
Wait for my arrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait for you to fire. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be D20 plus 5, I'm guessing.
Yep, you're plus to hit.
Brognac,
You
I bet the wood
remember
elf gets killed.
you get advantage with this because you're surprising them because they don't know you're there. So
You what?
15.
Sorry, there's a voice in my head.
so roll again and take the highest one.
Okay. Looks like it's 15.
15 does hit, however. I am assuming. I should have asked you beforehand. I'm assuming you're shooting the other one.
I'm shooting, the one that's closest to me,
Yeah.
not the one that Aaron is standing
Alright.
next to.
So that thunks into him. Now it's probably your turn to attack Kathleen.
Do you want me to do my damage first?
Oh, good
1d8
point.
plus
Very
3.
good point. Very good point, indeed. You can do your damage if you feel like it.
Oh, I need.
Did he hit with 6?
No,
No, I'll be hit with
you get
15.
advantage. You roll twice, take the higher offer, a higher roll,
Oh.
which you'll get to do
5.
as well.
Oof.
5 damage. That thunks into him. He's like, ah! As they always are. He knocks down off his tower, so rolls down the stairs and sort of stares at this growing red patch in his chest as the. He's still alive though, but he's in pain. He's like, ow!
That's the signal.
You see Kathleen, this other goblin, get an arrow in the back and it tumble down off the tower. You're one who you're currently, I assume, sort of still standing behind. Sort of looks over and is like, but it doesn't manage to do anything before you.
I draw my dagger and go to stick it in his neck. 1d20 twice, yeah?
Plus the 5 onto it.
Ho ho ho.
So that's 9, so that's 14, and then 14.
I'd suggest 14, using my superior intelligence check.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit, I'm afraid. The goblin probably just notices in time. He notices in time, turns around. Everyone, I want you to roll initiative.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh!
Natural 20. Oh my
Oh.
god.
What?
Hell yeah.
So me and Cameron are banging.
What's your initiative, Connor? Mine's
Plus two.
+3.
19. Oh, sorry, mine's 22 then.
So me and Aaron
Right.
have to roll again.
It is Brugnak's turn.
Our cover is blown, Brugnac. Let's attack.
The time I've been waiting for.
Just don't step into the trap by
1, 2, 3. I'll cross this river.
Yeah, it's pretty shallow.
What, can I move diagonally?
No.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Jesus
6
Christ.
along the riverbed.
Yeah.
You're standing in the stream. So my boots are getting wet.
Then it's Sethian.
Off I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You alright, mate?
Do something.
Do I have line of sight here?
You can't use more than half your move, though, didn't you? So you can't.
I did.
Yeah,
I can't do anything despite your begging, my friend.
Do you
Kathleen.
have any bonus? No, you don't. You don't have any bonus actions.
I'm here to help.
Right,
Come on,
so
Corin.
Corin, scope. He goes 1, 2, 3.
And he's
I
falling
go-
into the pit.
Now the gobbo. Whoa, no, actually,
Only one of them's in a position to do anything.
and they were both. I don't understand. Surprise. No, I think they don't get their first turn because we're meant to roll initiative, and then you guys. Yeah, okay, so I did that wrong. But basically, they don't get their first turn, so it goes back to Theron.
If you're surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of combat.
Yeah,
Hey,
I just
Right.
did that. I should have rolled initiative, then did the order of how you wanted to do everything. Learning experience.
yay.
It's fine.
In profound shock that our own rogue can't stab someone in the neck that wasn't looking, I'm going to fire an arrow at the goblin that she missed at.
Brilliant.
This has the potential to go badly.
Well, she should have
I did.
hit him then, shouldn't she? So what's that?
Wait, have you got line of sight?
It's going through the forest, you can shoot arrows.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I forgot to add the cover save, but it wouldn't have mattered for Cameron's roll. I don't think.
So it's D20 plus 5, which is my bow, my longbow.
I've got a roll to hit, haven't you?
17.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so that's D8 plus 3,
The 8 plus 3.
5.
5. Thunk you did 5 to the first one, 5 to this one. Staggers backwards, almost into Kathleen's arms, with the arrow thunked in his chest. Just about manages to scream in pain and draw its sword. But that was all it really do. It still has no idea where these arrows whizzing through the forest are coming from. Brugnak, your turn.
Alright. What have I got on hand? Oh, can I... I can't be on the same square as someone, can I?
I'm gonna say we can.
If I went 1, 2,
That's fine.
3,
I'm
20
gonna
plus
allow it because
5.
I'm gonna look into that afterwards.
12.
12. No, you don't hit. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna move you here. You're in the same. You're in this spot. I just aesthetics. Okay, so Clathine, your turn.
Fleeing. Do something.
Bob.
Is this a tall tower? I'm confused.
No, it was really the thistles are kind of just about head height, human head height, and it's just like not even half a dozen stairs up. It's like a. It's not a tower. It's just on a sort of
Gotcha.
outpost, a raised area.
Are they still surprised at this point?
Well, not. Well, they're quite surprised they're being attacked, but they do get their turn when it gets to them. Yeah.
Okay. In which case, this might just go to grab him and slit his throat with the dagger I still have.
Yep. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Is that plus something?
14 plus. Yeah, you get your to hit, which is +5. Yeah, 19. You definitely get him. Roll your. No, it's a plus. No, you kill him. You slit his throat. He's a dead gobbo. You got this. Finish the job.
We assumed they're all hostile.
Well,
I
the
swear
other
a couple
one
of us
is
can talk, like, speak Goblin.
He can. The one you just slit his
yeah,
throat.
the one. Well, the other one is
Setting
down.
your
but-
turn.
Oh, oh well.
We should probably ask him what they're doing. That would have been really wise.
Well, there's one with a bow with an arrow in his chest, and he's still alive.
I think the time for negotiation is over.
Me too.
It was always over. There was never a time.
I run round.
The game was rigged from the
5,
start.
10, 15.
You can get close enough, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I cast a firebolt in his face.
Just point blank.
Fire
You just stare.
What do you add to your do you add anything to your hitting chance?
Yeah, you get a +5 to hit for firebolt.
Oh yeah. 11. No, oh.
11 plus 5. Oh no, 11
No.
total.
No, yeah, 6.
It is just, it sort of watches you run up and sort of leaps out the way as you begin to cast your spell. It's not instant. So you begin to mutter your incantations and it goes, ah, and jumps out the way just in time.
Well,
Corin's turn. It's the goblin's turn. After dodging out the way of that, it attempts to stab you for trying to attack it. It's not very happy about that. So it's going to roll, my dude. It got a... what's its to hit? Oh, it got a 19.
wait! I have reaction time. I cast shield.
Do you have... Can you do that as a reaction?
It is one reaction casting time. It says you take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by a magic missile. I'm being hit.
Yep, you can do that.
Cast shield.
Oh, shield, that is one of your spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
So you, until your next turn, you get a +5 bonus to AC.
5 plus 13, 18. He's still going to hit me.
Oh my god.
You activate your shield, and he sticks a knife through it and just about dissipates it. So it shatters once again, and still sticks him, is stored in you, despite your best efforts.
Ow.
Shit.
Shit.
Ow.
And he is going to...
Watch Cameron fire an arrow now and finish you off.
He
Oh, yeah,
hits
yeah, yeah.
you for 4 points of damage.
That's only half my health. I mutter some curses in deep speech.
Oh, I had you as having 9 hit points. Oh, okay. I've checked.
I should
the
now have... Oh no.
No, you have 4, right? Or have you got...
I have 9 hit points, took 4 damage.
Oh no, you did have 9 hit points. You must have changed that.
I thought I changed it, but oh well. Never mind.
Well, I'm going with what's on the character sheet I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
in front of me.
it's good. It's Gucci.
It is now
It's my shield.
Aaron's turn again.
Well, it is arrow time.
I can't tell, but I sense
22.
something wrong.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. The kills him. Because I know you do +3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Got one in the right in the back of the skull, just clonks him. Just as he's happy with himself for stabbing there, his life ends.
He's like, yeah.
Dwarf, get over here.
Yeah, he runs over. It's like, you've been stabbed.
No thanks to you.
No, you're right. I did not stab you.
Fuck
Right.
off and heal me, dwarf.